The fire at Gateway Energy Storage in the South Bay burned for 2 weeks in May of 2024. Last year, in fact, 2 energy storage facilities caught fire in San Diego County. The other was an SDG&E warehouse in Escondido. The lithium-ion batteries they use are flammable, and when they burn, they also release flammable gases like hydrogen. But both fires were extinguished with no harm to nearby areas. The fire battalion chief at the Escondido fire said lithium-ion battery fires are hard to put out, so you need different tactics.
The best industry practices that all the subject matter experts have agreed on when they were out there yesterday advising is if it's in a safe area or you can make it a safe area, then you let it burn itself out.
That's what happened at both fires. Now the EPA says they have an agreement with Gateway Energy Storage. In his statement, EPA Administrator Josh Cook said, under the settlement agreement, Gateway Energy Storage must conduct environmental monitoring during all battery handling operations and safely remove, package, and dispose of all impacted battery packs. REV Renewables, the parent company of Gateway Battery Storage, responded by saying, "Been there, done that." They said in a statement to the San Diego Union Tribune, the practices spelled out by the EPA, quote, have been governing our work for the last several months and are not new. Battery storage centers are used to store renewable energy, mainly solar, so it can be used when the sun doesn't shine. The press release from the EPA included some statements that some people viewed as hostile toward the practice of storing solar energy at battery farms. EPA Administrator Cook also said, I am alarmed by the incidents and impacts of utility-grade battery fires on our first responders, specifically firefighters exposed to horrible toxic conditions. The broader battery storage fire issue requires additional attention and EPA enforcement." End quote. Jason Anderson with Cleantech San Diego said the tone of those comments was inappropriately negative.
What the EPA administrator is saying as it relates to this particular project may not necessarily be about this particular project, but more about the opinions of the administration on renewable energy, green energy.
This year, Cleantech sponsored a survey of San Diego County residents on whether they wanted battery storage facilities nearby. Anderson said 66% of people support having storage facilities in the region.
And I think more importantly, and most importantly, we found a majority, 57% of residents throughout the county support battery storage projects in their own neighborhoods.
REV Renewables, the owner of Gateway Energy Storage, said a thorough testing of all the batteries at the facility was completed earlier this year, and a subset of them are back in service following last year's fire. Thomas Fudge, KPBS News.